Buenas tardes, ¿qué tal? Are you ready to start with the articles? Don't be scared. Don't be scared because it's actually not that difficult, you will see. It's a little bit tricky because the articles in Spanish work a little bit another way than in other languages. For example, in English, what is an article? I'm going to explain it now in English so you understand what is that. For those of you who are not used to study languages, the others you already know. The article is a small word that we use before a noun to indicate the gender and the number. Okay? And in Spanish and in English also, it can be definite or it can be indefinite. Definite, for example, would be the car, the girl, the house, the country, this the. Indefinite would be a country, a house, a car, an animal. That would be indefinite. So we have exactly the same in Spanish. I know that in some languages, for example in Russian, you don't have articles. So for you people that is a little bit tricky because I know people, Russian speakers in this case, who speak very good Spanish, but they still have problems with the articles and they don't always use the articles the proper way. It's not really a big deal, because we already understand what you mean. Just if you want to say it properly, I teach you the way of saying it properly. Okay? So we are going to start now with artículos singular. That means that we are going to talk only about one object or one animal or one person. Only one. The plurals will come next day. Okay? I think it's a very good practice for you to hear me and to try to write down. Okay? It will help you both remembering and practicing the listening and writing. Okay? We are going to go to the masculine singular. Okay? I'm going to say a noun and an article. El coche. El coche. I'm going to write down. You can also check here in case that you have trouble understanding my writing. The car. That L is the in English. The car. And now we are going to see something feminine. A feminine word. Por ejemplo, la casa. La casa. As you can see, we have here the house, a feminine word. House is feminine. And coche is masculine. Okay? So these ones are definite articles. Then we also have the indefinite articles, and I'm going to explain you the difference a little bit later. For those of you who speak English, it will be pretty easy because in English you have the same. But I'm going to enter more into detail because you come from different countries around the world, so many of you maybe in your languages don't have articles, so I need to go a little bit more into detail because of that, okay? So, vamos a ver, un chico, a boy. Remember, CH, pronounce ch. Un chico, una chica. Okay, I'm going to mark the definite articles in blue and the indefinite articles in red. Okay? Definite articles in blue and definite articles with red. So, el, la are definite. Un that doesn't work. Un, una, indefinite. What is the difference? Well, this is pretty difficult to teach right now because we lack context, and the context is the most important thing to understand. But I'm going to give you a very general idea so you know when usually do we use these ones and when usually do we use these ones here. When we are talking about something for the first time, and we are introducing something to another person that didn't know the existence of this thing, we use this. For example, I tell a friend of mine, my cousin has a girl. I will say, my cousin has una niña, una chica. Because the person I'm talking about didn't know about that, and I'm introducing the subject for the first time. So I'm talking about something for the first time. Or, for example, I say, I was traveling and I saw a star in the sky. I will say, I was traveling and I saw una estrella. First of all, because I'm introducing that for the first time. And there are many stars and I saw one of them. Okay? The definite article has a little bit more definite what it's talking about. For example, I'm talking about the girl that my cousin has. Mi prima tiene una niña. Then that person already knows about that, and I say, la niña se llama Clara. Then I say, la, definite article. Because we already know what we are talking about. Okay? Or we also use la for things that are kind of unique. For example, the sun and the earth, the planet Earth. They are unique. Well, the sun is not that kind of unique, but for us it's unique. We see the same sun every day. So for us, the sun is the sun we have, you know. So we say el sol. No? Perfecto. So that was a very general idea about the articles. Of course, practice makes master. So you need to get a lot of practice, those of you who don't have articles in their language. But don't worry, because we are going to continue and you can see it more clearly when we already have a context. Ya está. Terminamos hoy. Suficiente. Y nos vemos el próximo día. We see next day. Nos vemos el próximo día. Un beso.